And we're back. Mike Cernovich, Danger and Play, Gorilla Mindset. Oh my god, Mike is panicking. I always love on Twitter that the weak cucks, pussies, men who aren't really men, they can't distinguish between focused intensity and panic. I don't panic. Do I look panicked? No. Do I look angry? No. But can I channel aggression and be focused? Yeah, of course. Because I'm not a fucking pussy. There's a difference. Alright, so it's time to talk. I have confirmation now that the GOP is deliberately sabotaging Trump. Everything from debate prep advice to get out the vote drive. People say, name names, Mike. I'll name names after November. We got to win. Until then, here's what we got to do. Here's what we're going to do, because I'm into solutions. I'm not into complaining. I don't like to complain. But when people are fucking up, it isn't a complaint. If I say you are a fuck up, I'm not complaining. I'm saying you're a fuck up. You're fucking up. That isn't a gripe. That isn't trigger. That isn't being angry. That's just called you're a fuck up, and I'm calling you a fuck up. We don't have enough of that in society. We don't have enough just real talk in the world where they say, you know what, you have a job to do, you're making a lot of money, and you're fucking up. Right? It's like we can't say that anymore. You're supposed to say, oh, well, you know, the GOP, they're not making minimum wage. There's a lot of money going on, and they're deliberately sabotaging Trump. So, here's what we're going to do. MAGA 3X Project. MAGA 3X. Hashtag MAGA 3X. We're going to do this virally. We're going to do it on Twitter. And what we're going to do is we're going to tweet to Trump, at Real Donald Trump, at GOP. I want to MAGA 3X. What does MAGA 3X mean? MAGA 3X means you want to get 3 people registered to vote. You're committing to getting 3 people registered to vote. Now here's what everybody's telling me. This is why I'm not going to argue with cucks and saboteurs. How many people here want to work on the get out the vote drive for Trump? Raise your hand if you want to. I hear it every day, every fucking day. Mike, how do I do this? I want to help Trump. I want to get out the vote. I want to this. And I'm like, guys, I don't work for Trump. I don't work for the RNC. I'm an author, a journalist, free speech activist trying to get Trump. So how many of you all want to? Okay, I want to send you a link to get involved. Where do I send you? Where do I send the 117,000 people who follow me on Twitter, 90% of whom are pro-Trump? So I have something around 100,000 people on Twitter who are pro-Trump. Where do I send them? Where do I send them? I sure as fuck don't know. GOP sure hasn't told me. GOP hasn't done any kind of promotion or bought advertisement or anything because it is deliberate sabotage. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put them on blast. And by the way, I'm getting confirmation. You can read my timeline. I live in Colorado. RNC and Trump campaign both have my email address. Not one email from RNC offering me a chance to volunteer. Okay? I got another message from a political operative in Pennsylvania. I worked for them in Pennsylvania. I know something is broken. Trump haters. I'm getting messages in my private app, encrypted messages from people who are saying, yeah, in Ohio and Pennsylvania, they're sabotaging Trump. Where are the bodies? Oh, people say, oh, Mike, you don't read the papers. They're door knockers. They're not. They're not. Just imagine, for instance, imagine that somebody with 117,000 news and political junkies maybe is getting information that other people don't have, right? So why am I hearing every day, Mike, how do I get involved? I don't know. I don't work for the campaign. And to be frank, I wouldn't work for the campaign. I wouldn't. Because if I would last one day, because I would just go in and I would say, this, and this, and this, and this is being fucked up. Fix it. And then people would, let's talk about Hillary's corruption. Hillary's corrupt. Let's do another ad on Hillary's corruption. I couldn't work with the campaign. So what we're going to do, MAGA3X, hashtag MAGA, Make America Great Again times 3. If you commit to registering 3 people to vote, tag in Donald Trump, tag in GOP, tag in Dan Saviano, tag in Donald Trump Jr., say, I want to register 3 people to vote. How do I do this? MAGA3X. And just keep lighting up the GOP. Keep lighting up the notifications. Blow them up on Twitter. It's the same way, if you want to get attention, we can do it with Twitter. We can do it with social media. Hashtag MAGA3X, MAGA3X. I want you lighting up the GOP. I want you lighting up rents. I want you lighting up state representatives. Be sure to tag in Trump. Be sure to tag in Saviano. Be sure to tag in Donald Trump Jr. Tag in all Trump's campaign people. Say, I want a MAGA3X. How do I register 3 people to vote? How do I get 3 people registered to vote for Trump? Because right now, this is not a rhetorical question. This is a rhetorical question. How do you, dear viewers, get 3 people to register to vote? Tell me in your states. Tell me the resources available to you. I'll wait while you tell me this. And by the time I do that, my dog's gonna pee again, and I'll probably take a nap. I'll wake up. There isn't. So I love it when people are like, Mike, you're melting down. I don't melt down. But I do have focused intensity, and I will call out bullshit, because that's the thing. My duty, here's what I keep telling people. Here's what you guys got to realize. You got to realize on Twitter, I don't work for Trump. I don't work for the RNC. I work for you. All right? I had writing, books, blogs, Periscopes, YouTubes, podcasts. I had all that shit before Trump. I'm going to have it after Trump. And my readers respect me because I tell the truth. So if you're just a little RNC fanboy and you can't take any kind of criticism and you're going to cry like a little bitch, then you shouldn't be reading me anyway. I'm not the guy for you. I'm accountable to my readers. I'm accountable to telling people who read me what I sincerely believe. I don't lie. I use showmanship and rhetoric, and we have a lot of fun, but I don't lie. I tell the truth, and I owe it to the readers. I don't owe shit to the RNC. I don't know shit to Trump. I don't know Trump nothing. I don't know the RNC nothing. I don't know anybody except my readers a duty, and that duty is to tell the truth as I see it, the truth as I know it. And I know the truth. I know the GOP is deliberately sabotaging Trump. But I also know that crying about it isn't going to do any good. And I do know it's in my interest as American to have Trump in president. So, hashtag MAGA3X. If you want to get involved with the campaign, then you need to tag in the GOP, tag in rents, tag in, if you can find your state rep on Twitter, you can. If you can't, no big deal. Don't stress over it. Tag in Donald Trump Jr., tag in Dan Saviano, tag in real Donald Trump. Let the GOP know that we're watching and that you do want to get involved, right? And then that's the only way, apparently, like, I've communicated this to Trump's people I don't know how many times, and it isn't getting up. So here, there's saboteurs within Trump's campaign. Because I've communicated information that I'm telling you, all verifiable communication like this, and nothing's changing. Nothing's changing. So if nothing is changing, then what does that tell you? That there's either incompetent people or there are saboteurs who are trying to get Trump not to win. So again, you can just read my Twitter. People will tell you that. People will say, I can confirm. I hear this stuff every day. I can confirm that they don't care about Trump. They just want to get the down ticket. They want to get the local boys in. Because what Trump did is Trump shook up the whole RNC. This was supposed to be Jeb Bush's election. And if Jeb lost, they want Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan has rolled over for Obama, every budget thing, globalist Paul Ryan. And the RNC, they want Paul Ryan. The RNC, they want Trump to lose. And they want to run Paul Ryan in 2020. And with Paul Ryan as Speaker of the House, Hillary as President, all that grift, all that corruption, all that globalism, that money, that's a gravy train. That's what a lot of you people who are new to politics That's why I don't condescend, because I know a lot of you are just new, so I don't mean to say you're naive. You're just uninformed. This is a gravy train. Globalism is a gravy train. A war with Russia, that is going to get people like me, people who grew up in the Midwest and the South. It's going to get us killed, but boy, in D.C., that's good living. Right now, 7 out of the 10 richest counties in America are around D.C. That grift, that corruption, that money, that's big money. And that's what Trump's up against. Trump would actually put an end to a lot of that stuff. And Trump is even being a little naive, to be honest. Trump doesn't realize that he's got the enemy within, that these globalists want Trump to lose. That's why they're fucking up this get out the vote drive. They want Trump to lose. Because that's big money, man. Those wars are big money. Globalism is big money. Illegal immigration is big money. Open borders is big money. Cheap labor is more profits for people at the top. Trump is a threat. That's why Wall Street backs Hillary. So the Democrats always said, oh, we want to regulate Wall Street. Let's get tough on Wall Street. They back sick Hillary because Trump poses a threat to Wall Street too. Because Wall Street knows that when there's another economic depression, another meltdown like happened in 2008, sick Hillary voted for the bailouts. Trump might not bail them out, right? So just look at it in terms of risk assessment. If you're Wall Street, if you're a warmonger, if you're a grifter in the D.C. Beltway, you know Hillary, it's going to be good living, good eating. As they say in the South, high on the hog. You're going to eat high on the hog with sick Hillary in there. With Trump in there, who knows? Maybe you will, maybe you won't. But Trump actually poses a threat to the D.C. Beltway establishment, to the gravy train, to the grifters, to the thieves, to the globalists. Trump poses a real threat to that. Poses a threat to Wall Street. Maybe Trump will bail out Wall Street when they wreck the economy again, but maybe he won't. Clinton 100% will. Sick Hillary Clinton will bail out Wall Street 100%, not a question. Maybe Trump does, maybe he doesn't. So if you're on Wall Street, it's just like if you're an investor. If you're on Wall Street, you invest in companies, you also invest in and buy candidates, okay? Well, if Trump is, maybe he'll bail you out when you crash the economy. Hillary Clinton 100% will bail you out when they'll crash the economy. Then you support sick Hillary. And then you take all that money and you pass that money around to the RNC. The RNC passes all that money around to Trump. Yeah, the sick Hillary trolls are out of line today, but they comment so fast that you can't ban them. This is a functionality issue with Periscope. Sick Hillary hires thousands of people, sometimes tens of thousands of people to just troll me nonstop. And yeah, so you just have to ignore the troll. So I can occasionally try to block them, but they're then it becomes such a distraction to try to block them. So you just have to get used to it. It's just the price you pay for being influential, which is interesting too, because then people try to argue with me, and then I'm like, but Hillary pays people to troll me. So sick Hillary Clinton pays people to troll me. Maybe that's because I actually have an impact. Maybe because that's how I know to hit her hard. Maybe that's because I'm talking about what nobody else is talking about. Nobody else wants to talk about the GOP rigging it, sabotaging Trump. If you want to talk about the GOP sabotaging Trump, you're not going to be on Fox News. And the trolls will leave you alone. The trolls are fine with that. The trolls, you're not going to get the attacks that I get from sick Hillary's people, because I actually go after people hard. So you got to ignore the trolls. All right, back on topic. So just ignore the fucking trolls. Focus on the mission. Hashtag MAGA3X, MAGA3X. That means you want to get 3 people registered to vote for Trump, okay? MAGA3X. You want 3 people registered for Trump. You're going to tag on Twitter at GOP, I want a MAGA3X. How do I do this? Right? Put it in your own words, say whatever you want, but we're essentially going to do, you know how they say write your congressman, you're going to write the GOP on Twitter. So you can say, I want a MAGA 3X. How do I do this? And then tag in Trump, tag in Dan Saviano, tag in Donald Trump Jr., tag in Katrina Peterson, tag in the Trump people, and just put it in your own words. You can say, how do I get people to register to vote? But we got to do it. That's the whole thing. We can only do Coffin Cernovich at it again. Will Coffin Cernovich survive this election? Wait and see. Okay? I actually bought an air purifier. There's a lot of dust in here, so I got an air purifier for Coffin Cernovich. But look, like, you got to do it. So people say, write your congressman. We need to write these people on Twitter and just let them know. And you can be mean too, You can say to them, I'm trying to volunteer and nobody will answer my call. If that's true, say it. If it's true that you're trying to get involved and nobody will answer you, then say that too. Put it in your own words. Tell the truth. I don't smoke. Tell the truth. It's dusty in here. I actually bought at Costco today. I got a big Dyson air filter. It was outrageously priced, but it's supposedly, the best in the world. I can't be coughing on Periscope anymore, especially talking about Hillary's health. It's incongruent, but it is dusty. I'm getting dust in here. So the hashtag MAGA3X, MAGA3X. Let the GOP know. Let Trump's people know. Let Trump himself know. I want to get 3 people registered to vote. How do I do it? Hit him up. Hit up Rents. I think what is Rentz's Twitter handle? I think it's REINCE or whatever. REINCE. Yeah. Rents. Here's Rents. REINCE. Tag him in. Say, I want to make America great again. I want a MAGA 3X. And how do I do it? How do I get people registered to vote? It's on you now. There's only so much I can do. But a lot of people on Twitter were saying, what is going on, Mike? What are you talking about? So I just needed to get it specific here. And also just to let people know, I don't freak out. Whatever happens November 8th, that's life, man. That is life. But on November 9th, I'm not going to be one of those people saying, oh, it was rigged, voted, oh my God, rigged. Oh, we know it's rigged now. We know it's rigged by now. We know Sick Hillary is going to rig it. We know that she rigged the microphones at the first debate. We know it was rigged. Well, how did that happen? How the fuck did it happen that Trump's people and the RNC let them put that mic on there that made him sound like he was... How the fuck did that happen? Right? Head should have rolled. Head should have fucking rolled over that. How did it happen? And then they say, oh yeah, it was rigged. And then the campaign on presidential debate even said, oh yeah, there were microphone issues. Well, they didn't admit it, or they didn't go into details, but they even had to admit the Commission on Presidential Commissions. That's why, to be quite frank, a lot of people who aren't smart enough to read me have found my writing recently because I've become so famous and everything. A lot of people just aren't smart enough to read me because they can't just keep track of basic bitch shit. Even when I'm not going real deep into stuff, even when I don't go too deep. All right, the commission regarding the first debate, there were issues regarding Donald Trump's audio that affected the sound level in the debate hall. They put the mics on to make him sound fucked up. The podiums were different. On camera, they made Hillary look bigger. They played all kinds of bullshit. We all know that. They played all... But the point is, I'm tired of hearing that they rigged it. No more. No more anybody, Team Trump, oh, it was rigged, they stole the election, the microphones were rigged, the podiums were rigged. Then fix it. You know you're playing a rigged game, right? Fix it. So I'm just so sick and fucking tired of hearing, oh, it was rigged, oh, they played with the microphone, oh, they played with the podium, oh, on TV they zoomed in the images to make Hillary look bigger than Trump. Oh, okay, you know it. Well, we know it, okay then. So basically, you're telling me that you were outsmarted. Don't ever tell me that you're outsmarted. That's, again, why I couldn't work in the Trump campaign. Because if you told me, Mike, they rigged the microphone, I would say, well, great, whose job was that? Okay, you're fired. Bye. Bye. What do you mean? You didn't catch it. You didn't catch it. I don't care. Fired. High stakes. You got 3 debates. The stakes couldn't be higher. I don't care. Okay, that was your job. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. No more excuses. We only want people in the room who are hard-hitting motherfuckers. They don't make excuses. They treat it like life or death. Because you tell me it's rigged, then you tell me you got played. It's like a girl says, oh, he told me he loved me. He said he loved me, and then he broke my heart. We got played. Sorry. Sorry. Your friends warned you. Your friends told you he was no good. Your friends told you he was a piece of shit. But you knew better. So I don't ever got time for it's rigged. I don't care. If it's rigged and you lost, that means you got played. That's all you're saying. I got played. That's all it means. So no more of this is rigged bullshit. It is rigged. It's rigged at the sick Hillary level. It's rigged at the GOP level. So hit them on Twitter. Hit Rents. Tagging Saviano. Tagging Trump. Tagging Donald Trump Jr. Tagging everybody. You want a MAGA 3X. MAGA 3X. You want to register 3 people to vote. How do you do it? Where do you go? And if they give you a number to call, here's what I want you to do. If it's legal in your state, if they give you a number to call, an outreach advisor, I want you to call it and record the call. So if they say, oh, call your local party official, I want you to say, okay, give me the number, and I want you recording calls, right? If they tell you to go somewhere, I want you to take your phone and I want you to go there. And if there's nobody in there, I want pictures and I want that post-it MAGA 3X. We're blowing everybody up. We're blowing them all up on Twitter. We're blowing them up. They say they have campaign outreach offices. They say they have hundreds of people knocking on doors in every city. Okay, great. Let's see the fucking pictures. It's social media now. It's like when you're a kid, a guy says, oh yeah, I have a girlfriend, she lives in Canada, you know. Well, that was before smartphones, okay? We live in a smartphone world. You can't tell me you got hundreds of people knocking on doors and I don't see pictures on social media, right? It's like, it'd be like me telling you I have a girlfriend, she lives in Canada. Can I see her picture? Oh, I don't have any pictures of her. You don't have any pictures of her. You know? What do you mean? You don't have an iPhone? You know, how are you talking to me on Twitter right now? You have a webcam? She can't email you one? You know, get the fuck out of here with that shit, you know? So the idea that there are supposedly all these people knocking on doors, I don't see that shit on social media. Where the fuck are the pictures? Don't fucking tell me you got thousands of people knocking on doors. I don't see shit on Twitter. I don't see shit on Facebook. I'm not seeing trending hashtags. I'm not seeing shit. So take your fucking Canadian girlfriend and your fucking door knockers and get some pictures. Or else you're running a scam. So if they tell you to go somewhere, go there, take a picture. If there's nobody there, post the hashtag MAGA3X, tag me in it, and I'll raise hell on Twitter, I'll raise hell on Periscope. I'm doing nothing but raising hell until the election. After that, I'm going to take a nice break. But until then, I'm raising hell every day, smashing things every day. I have my own October surprise that I'm doing with my own money and on my own time. Because saboteurs won't pass the word up. Saboteurs don't want to listen. Saboteurs don't want to win. So I got my own October surprise. And when it hits, you're going to like it. When it hits, you're going to see it. But what you can do right now, hashtag MAGA3X, MAGA3X, okay? Tagging GOP, tagging Rents, tagging Saviano, tagging Donald Trump Jr. It's usually better to tag in Donald Trump Jr. and Saviano than Trump himself, because Trump gets so many millions of replies that it's better to tag in the smaller accounts. Tag in Rents and GOP. Say, I want to register 3 people to vote. How do I do it? What is your outreach program? What website can you send me to that can help me get involved? We got millions of people who want to do it. And I get questions every day about how to do it. And I don't work for any of these people. So that tells me all I need to know. Plus I have inside information about the sabotaging going on in Pennsylvania and Ohio. So I'm going to be blowing motherfuckers up. This is a warning too for all you cucks watching. I know who you are. And I will name you. I got names. I got names for days, okay? So if any of you motherfuckers want to play with me, I'll name you. I don't give a fuck. You should, if there's one thing to know by now, one thing to know about me, I do what I say I'm going to do. I said I'll go march with the protesters. I do it. Go right in the mix. I went to talk to 500 anti-Trump protesters. I'll do it. So, you cucks watching right now, you saboteurs, I know who you are. I have your names, and I'll blow you the fuck up. I don't care. So, because I don't need a job. I'm not going to work for Trump. I'm not going to work for the RNC. I am going to lead a revolution to take over Congress in 2018, though. Rev 18. That's next. Trump first. Rev 18 is next. Rev 18, I'm going after. The cucks are gone. 2018, they're gone. Paul Ryan, we just didn't have enough time. The cucks are gone. Revolution 2018 is happening. Rev 18 is happening. But until then, until Rev 18, until then, focus on the mission. We got 35 more days, 36 more days. Hashtag MAGA3X, MAGA3X. Post the hashtag that you want to register 3 people to vote. Tagging Donald Trump Jr., tagging Saviano, tagging RNC, tagging GOP. If you've tried to be involved and you've been blown off, post it. Start naming names. Start lighting people up. Metaphorically, of course. Not literally. Hashtag MAGA3X. Let them know. This is Mike Cernovich from Danger Play, Guerrilla Mindset. I'm not mad because I don't get mad. But I do have focused intensity. And a lot of the fucking pussies out there crying about me, saying I'm mad, need to get some fucking focus intensity. We got 30 some odd days. That's it. Hillary wins, we're in a lot of trouble. So we got to get Trump to win. If you don't have the energy, the stamina, the intensity, the focus to keep up, go read Oprah. Talk to you guys soon.